today we are going to the unmoored world. I hope this last save is actually in the unmoored world. Alright, sweet, yeah. The unmoored. So there's a couple things you have to do in here. First you're gonna have to go back and get your. The first thing you're gonna have to do is go back and get your pawn. Second thing is you're gonna have to take out these red beams. Right now there's only. Not sure why that is. It's supposed to be like. Then you're also gonna have to do evacuation missions. There's two. Oh, that out. But first you want to go and try to touch that beam over there. I think is that right there. So let's go touch the blue beam. Don't want to fight the Drake yet.
Saurians! There! Fire's fury shan't be evaded against this foe.
Okay, how am I gonna get over? As you can see, there's definitely a lot of pretty strong monsters around here, but I don't want to mess with them just yet when you get main stuff knocked out of the way. So let's get to the seafloor shrine.
Focus your strength, Arisen!
What in the heck?
The task is short of what you face.
Out of my way.
Right where it hurts. Ensure your next attack is no less purposeful.
Why am I so low on stamina?
Light of my magic might shatter the heavens.
Gotta get to that blue beam so I can start this quest, and then we can go and play around after that. Now, chest.
Very well. I shall return.
Okay, yeah. My main pawn is in Bakbattahl. His name is Faces. Get there in a minute. Gotta go touch this blue beam and start the evacuations quest as long red beam challenge. Beam go, okay. As you can see, there's a port crystal there. Touch that and you actually activate two other ones. There'll be one near the arbor and then another one near the volcanic island camp. See, up. Is it? There it is. See, there's a fixed one now in the Sacred Arbor, and then there's another fixed one in the Volcanic Island Camp area. You can tell which ones are fixed and which ones are portable because, well, are smaller than the fixed ones. You can see on the left side of the list, bigger ones and then the smaller ones. Now we're going to go and touch this here.
No longer do I feel the probing gaze of the Watching One. Is this your doing, newest of the Arisen? I am he who brought the dragon low, and o'er its bones raised the proud kingdom of Vernon. Despite the magnitude of my feat, I was dissatisfied. Thus did I come to know of the Watching One. The being by whose many eyes and ears no one or thing in this world goes unobserved. As to the purpose with which they watch, and yet I did divine one thing. I despaired at this discovery, for if all is but a stage, did that not render my hard-won glories, my throne astride the world, mere spectacles for the all-seeing eye to watch? Aye, 'twas all a farce, and I the fool, exulting in my wooden crown. Do you understand, newest of the Arisen? This is why I sought to fell the Watching One. Alas, though I cut down all who seemed false, be they man or woman, human or beastman, young or old, I did not succeed. Indeed, my efforts led only to my own ruin. I was dubbed the Mad Sovereign, and by the hand of a new Arisen, consigned to this place forevermore. Yet, I can only assume that you have achieved what I could not. How else to explain the changes I sense in the world? Ah, what bitter gall that I cannot witness the outcome. Falter not, newest of the Arisen. For your path is just, and fading spirit though I am, I may yet summon those who can be of aid to you.
I see you have returned, Arisen One. The Mad Sovereign has called, and so we answer. If you would save the people of this world from ruin, lead, for this place may chance to escape the coming
Making this a place of refuge is a splendid idea. 'Tis safe, and apt to become quite cheerful once the crowd settles in. I quite agree.
We too once, as we walked, are one in despair of the dragon and one for fear. Yet you bear it still. Hold fast to your strength of.
Supposed to tell.
Since times of eld, remember, draconic blood flows through the vein. Then I bid ye farewell.
He's supposed to. I already
Will
know.
someone not explain what is happening?
We're going. We're going to go get Luna.
We've made it then. What's our first order of business, Arisen?
this point, you're probably going to want to have a lot of wake stones and get rid of some of this. So right now I have 99 storage. I have 24. That should be enough. Camping will speed time up, and you don't exactly have a lot of time until all of the beams are gone. It's right. Right, sweet. Some stones. Stone. Alright, here we go. Alright, that should change to this. Gotta go to the magic research lab.
Welcome. Admirable work. What should I get up to? Would that they could see past the fur and fangs.
Nice
I think
place,
it's
this.
this one. It's not this one.
It is hard to find my footing in this darkness.
Is it this one? Yes, it's this one. Alright.
Ah, Arisen. You yet live. I suspected as much, given that your pawn still remains. One might hypothesize that your pawn is sustained by your vital essence. Or perhaps, in any case, we ought to apprise one another of the situation. Is there aught you would know? Ah, yes. I trust it has not escaped your notice that the end of days is upon us. After you vanished, together with the Red Dragon, the seas rose to swallow the skies. 'Twas perhaps a month from that evil day when a new calamity befell us. A host of dragons descended from the skies and fell upon the land with fang and claw. Luz the Oracle called upon me ere you arrived. As she tells it, Melve and its environs have already fallen prey to the beasts. 'Tis surely only a matter of time before the rest of the kingdom follows suit. I found the poor creature collapsed by the wayside near Bakbattahl.
She's not a creature, alright?
Recognizing your pawn, I decided to take the ailing thing into my custody. I thought it possible that the Arisen's pawn might hold the key to making sense of all this madness. Alas, try what I might, your pawn will not wake. Mayhap you will succeed where I could not. The pawn is, after all, yours to command. Indeed, then I shall take my turn. In your absence, I had hoped your pawn might yield me some information. But as you have returned, I would hear the truth from your lips. Tell me, Arisen, what became of you this past month? So, following your plunge into the sea on the dragon's back, some mysterious presence reached out to you. Could that have been the World Forged? Yet why would such a being linger in those fathomless depths? And speculate I shall. This ought to prove a fruitful avenue of investigation. For that, I thank you. Now, if you can find a way to end this interminable slumber...
Oh, Master. How long I've slept? Far too long, it seems. But worry not. Now that I am awake, I shall follow...
Alright. Now it's time to go do these red beam challenges and evacuate the citizens. So for some of the evacuation missions, you are probably gonna have to have done a certain mission or certain missions inside of the main story. I will try to explain them, but I will be doing a new game plus run after this, so I will, as I make a video for that particular mission, I'll link it in the descriptions below. And, but I can tell you what you have to do for now. So for this one, you have to... heck is that? Alright, for this one you'll have to be good with the princess and her bodyguard, or the empress and her bodyguard. So you first get to Bakbattahl, you'll run into the empress's bodyguard, and then as you walk around they will say, hey, somebody's gonna try to assassinate the princess or the empress, and you have to stop the assassination. After that, there's gonna be another assassination attempt where you have to pretend you're gonna kill the empress. And then after that, there's one more when you go back to your house in Vermont, they have to sneak around during the nighttime to go to the Rose Chateau. Once you do those three, I believe this might be those three. I could be wrong. Correct me in the comments if I am, but I believe it's just those three for you to be able to easily do this one.
I did not take to being
It's
a
the
mage
evacuation
straight away.
mission. But first, I'm gonna do the red beam first.
You saw the sky fall, I trust. I doubt you. Wherever the sky falls, a dragon soon appears to lay wait. Or so I had assumed, after what befell Mel. Yet aught here appears to be different. Has our ruin been forestalled? I must examine that creature. It may...
The path through this rock has been sealed to us. There's naught for it but to search for an alternate route. Many paths are posted.
Nope, Brian.
We must find a way to reach it.
Confound this obstruction. But I suppose I ought to have expected this. Answers were ne'er so easily won.
Alright, so now we're gonna have to take the long way around.
Monsters! Summoned by that beast, no doubt.
Come on, let's go.
My chance
dead now. The heck? Okay, I guess I have to. Yeah, I'm supposed to follow him.
What should I do? Give me a moment to think, will you?
Principles unproven are as dust on the wind.
You do.
What can you do?
I won't back down from the
Let's cut one monster down and two more replace it. We ought to ignore the rabble and focus on our true
Rita.
objective. This cannot continue.
Not sure what I'm supposed to do with myself now.
I'll not take that light.
Alright, sweet.
Seems this is the only way forward.
If you remember from
Up we
my
go.
last video, I didn't kill him. The last time. I killed him a couple times before that. But if you don't kill him, he reappears, I guess. Nope, don't want to go there. Harpies.
Naught can be achieved without sacrifice. Enough dallying. Follow me. A fine welcome indeed. I can only hope that the worst is now behind us.
Yo.
You'll urge the people to flee to the seafloor shrine. We may only be buying time, but it's better than doing nothing.
Shut up.
Alas, a theory unproven is of little practical use.
You are in need of healing. Allow me. Wait right there.
Dude, where are you going over there?
There are too many of them. Better we cut down only those we must to proceed. The tide is turning against us.
This is supposed to be
know
the
that we
easier
only
one of
challenge
the
the
red
dragon.
beam challenges.
The beast fell powers are twice as terrible in the flesh.
tomb or replace it. We ought to ignore the rabble and focus on our true objective. I am hard-pressed.
Only truly impartial observers can perceive it. Have I really uncovered the truth of the dragon?
You truly are formidable, Arisen.
There it is. The dragon at the heart of all this destruction.
Holy.
Whatever tip you need, I will gladly oblige.
Get ganked. Get off of me, Heartbreak.
It's no ordinary.
Still. All right. Okay. Should.
Never
Alright,
did I
there
imagine
we
such a
go.
dragon could exist. It is a glad thing we felled it, whatever it was.
Now we do this one. And the one for Bakbattahl should be somewhere up here.
You've pushed your luck too far. I'll not take that from you.
Pray calm yourselves, good people. I will have none of this squabbling.
So, Manella, you don't understand. This scoundrel's the one who started it.
No, you don't understand. This is no time for the people of Bakbattahl to be quarreling amongst themselves. We shan't weather this calamity unless we can recall our common purpose and unite our efforts towards it. Ah, Sir Arisen. You are returned, I see. With the world in such disarray, I could not stand to be away from my home. Thus did I return, to render what aid I may. I maintain order as best I can, but for every fire I extinguish, it seems 3 more are incited behind my back. But enough of my woes. What brings you here? You wish us to evacuate? Mayhap the idea merits some thought. After all, if we sit on our haunches, 'tis likely only a matter of time before we share the fate of Mel. Alas, the people of Bakbattahl are far from united in purpose at present. Should we proceed, unheeding of their divisions, I fear that our efforts would come undone ere long. With every soul at their wits' end, conflict is as such. Before we take any measures, I would have you walk amongst the people, Sir Arisen, and should you encounter any discord, such efforts will doubtless allow the... As for me, my work here is far from done.
Alright, so you're gonna need to get some food for one of these things.
In the circumstances, let us aid in mediating the quarrels arising in Bakbattahl. I suppose 'tis so?
I've had well enough of your nitpicking.
I reckon the world would be better off without you.
No sense fighting alone.
Oi, you! Don't go poking your nose.
Aye, leave off or we'll make you.
Jeez Louise. Is it my turn yet?
Have you lost your bloody mind?
Reckon you can just cut us down in the street? What's the matter with you? Eh? Fine, fine. We'll set our squabble aside for today, so bother us no more.
Alright, sweet, that's one done. I need to go and get some food out of the house. This is the right.
The so-called Forbidden Magic Research Lab appears to have been constructed rather recently.
That does seem to be the case. What's more, only a select few are granted entry.
Tis all
I think this is the one you need the
saw
food
it
for.
first.
Why must I share with a fangless one?
You there! You couldn't have come at a better time. Put this upstart in his place for me, won't you? Go on, lay into it.
Alright, you're gonna tell them that both of them are right, pretty much?
If that's what you think, why don't you mind... Alright, clear off.
And then you give the kids the food.
Stop this, father!
Oh gosh. Guess I need
Unbelievable.
fruit.
Oi, leave my kid alone.
What's that you've got?
I say we call a truce while we put paid to this scoundrel.
Oh fuck!
Agreed. A menace like this oughtn't be left.
That's not what I meant to do. Shit. And I can't save. Oh. I hope I got saved somewhere in there. Okay. I don't know why it wouldn't let me give them the meat.
Haven't you had enough yet?
You're the one who started this.
Items. Best.
Stop this nonsense, the pair of you.
Some food that's not.
I've had well enough of your nitpicking.
I reckon the world would be better up.
Oi, you!
Aye, leave.
Have you lost your bloody...
Reckon you can just... What's the matter with you?
Eat not rotten food. Which is probably gonna be hard because I think everything in my freaking storage is rotten. Well, almost everything you got. Guess I'll just have to find another thing that's not rotten somewhere around the streets. A lot of your stuff actually goes rotten when you go into the unmoored world. Not sure if you were aware of that or not. It does. Like my Medusa's head, they decayed. See if I can find another fruit or something somewhere. Actually,
This might contain useful information. Shall we take a closer look?
should is to buy some food.
Go on then. Tell me of your latest escapades. Look as long as you please. Do come
Come
again.
on.
No
Should be a
purchases to be
place
made
for
today,
some
I see.
food
I just hope
somewhere.
the shopkeep understands. The Arisen is ever prudent in the application of coin.
Oi! Why must I share with a fan? You there! Put this upstart in his place for me, won't you? If that's what you think.
All right, clear off.
Kid.
Stop this, father! Thank you, sir.
Come in with me.
Oi, leave my kid alone!
You're not some child snatch.
Wait, you shared your food with them.
Aye. Mayhap we're not so different after all.
The desire
Alright,
to
sweet. I
protect
guess I
one's
only
skin
needed one.
transcends race and culture.
Thought I needed two.
It just goes to show, we are none of us so different.
Sweet.
That was
Right,
certainly
that one
worthwhile.
is fixed. There's gonna be another one over here where there's people fighting.
Welcome. Well met.
Yeah, this way. No, not this way. Kinda this way, but not that way.
Mayhap we could bring the people to...
Ah! You're just...
You slander my honor, sir!
Right, only thing you have to do is
No
watch these
business
guys
of
duel.
yours. Be gone!
Now, Narbor, let's not... If we are to duel, otherwise, who's to say the victor?
Aye, true enough. Well, sir, what say you? Will you watch over us while I take this scoundrel to task? You have my gratitude, sir. Let us...
Have at you!
How about you?
This can't be happening! Steel yourself! Worse. Trust in yourself as I trust in you! Mercy! Heavens, no! I believe in you!
What's this now?
We're still in the fight! I'll take it.
I admit it.
I underestimated your skill. The loss is mine.
Nay. 'Twas I who underestimated you. You'd thought to score an easy victory.
We owe you a debt, sir. Were it not for your timely appearance.
Indeed. Better to hone our
It seems some things can only be resolved by crossing blades.
Alright,
But I doubt they'll
so
quarrel
you
again
should
after
be
this.
able to go back and talk to
It was a pleasure to
his
recount such good
bodyguard,
tidings.
and then she's probably going to send you to talk to the Empress.
Ah, Sir Arisen. The people of Bakbattahl are beginning to see that we shall see the fruits of your prey return to Empress Nadinia, and apprise her. Heavens only know how many lives you...
What say you report back to Empress Nadinia? Her Majesty ought to be willing to commence the evacuation now.
Of course.
Quite the predicament.
Her Majesty has begun her supplicate.
Stay your hand, Vera. Come hither. We would speak with you. One of our ministers informed you have our gratitude for your journey continued.
Pray excuse the interruption.
Indeed. Forget.
Sweet. Go drop some of this stuff off storage.
I've just had a thought. I did not take to being a mage straight away. It was some time before I managed to wrangle my spells under control. In my present role as an archer, I vow to bolster our party wherever I'm needed.
Well, this is no good.
Let's go. I don't want to go that way.
Can't let myself get...
To the hell.
Would you care to talk a moment?
Let's do the magic research lab. Let's get long. Sweet.
This can't be how it ends.
Mayhap we'll have some fish for today's night.
I've got the photos. She's only just...
Welcome. Seems like fewer worries. Go on, have a look.
Living's hard, but dreams are free, I say.
The heck is the rest of them? Get over here.
The so-called Forbidden Magic Research Lab appears to have been constructed rather recently.
That does seem to be the case. What's more, only
Alright, now we're gonna go... Alright, we're gonna go take care of the red beam evacuations first so we can keep this thing from spreading. And then we're gonna go do the evacuation site. Tall volcanic island site. We're gonna go to the harbor. The harbor, you have to do a lot of.
A granted entry.
Shrine.
It is all very secretive. I wonder what.
For to do the arbor evacuation, you have to do. I think it's like the arrow, the archer trial. If he, I guess he's kind of like the prince here. Something similar of a prince. Take care of this red beam first. Yeah, you have to do the archer trial, and then you have to help his sister out by getting some. I can't remember what it's called. It's like some type of residue left over from smithing from the dwarves in Bakbattahl. I'll link that video in here. I do that one as well.
That dragon looked to be far more powerful than any monster we have yet encountered.
No mean feat. Hope we'll not attempt it anytime soon.
Holy moly.
Do not waste this chance. Attack our advantage. Strike fast and true, and our quarry shall fall. Of course. On my way.
Oh shit. What?
You'll not live to regret this. according to the terrain. Try to keep it within your gaze at all times. We can get close enough. Nobody knows where we're standing. We might just be able to find it. Of course. Revel in the knowledge that this region has escaped its destruction.
Alright.
You haven't forgotten us, have you, Master?
Dude.
I fear for the arbor.
See, there is far more at stake here.
If you try talking to his dad before you talk to him, his dad's just gonna be stubborn. Show you.
There are more who can yet be saved. We ought to choose our next destination.
Lungtena peli telume. Ane martir tindome ingarina fa alme alcarwa?
See, that's not. That's stubborn. So you go and talk to the son. Talk some sense into him, and he's like, hey, this dude like saved our entire village, and you're being kind of.
I fear for the arbor.
My friend, how glad I am to see you. When word reached me of your uncanny disappearance, I admit I feared the worst. What has become of this world? We cannot be sure we will be safe here. Yet, you think we need to evacuate? I should gladly follow you. Nonetheless, we can but try. Come.
As arborist, Sir Taliesin is the leader of the Elven people. Let us follow our guides that we might speak with him.
I suppose 'tis so.
Fin är en fan mig.
Findelnar. Ne veo nolwende lis kemen. Moriven lis erumar.
Kasinke telpe nun finaler. Nun mor arda her. Fionar elwe arfarne nenwen sur orne? Iav...
Mornambwe roth enfane avasil mines fana. Nevea tara morevin. Lis fa aldakar kemen rose oi andil. Kemen rose elame mor orne arenka liasur? Li arranca su morevin. Li amorevin onduiroth mine falis ne palan venis in heranon eluisoronne eruor.
Nullis amanda kill angadur.
Kemen rose andil soron russa ne carilm il rato. Moretele erando mori...
Findalnar, morivin les charmenan? Nefa oio sur. Airando vanitol melantar. Minas vana teralia.
Alcarva fir nun elda ane martir, tindome ingarina sorne an fameltol. Vanelin huror soron, lera nefir heranon, an...
That man's head is harder than the arbor heart's trunk. Let's demonstrate the cutting's resilience and prove him mistaken.
Alright, gonna take the arbor heart to the seafloor shrine. I am going to go get some stones. It's nice to have.
Vindamu nun lia tilmo. Jarmen ran soron.
Our packs are heavier,
I can
and our
probably get 3
purses
more
far
from
lighter.
the Dragon Forge at the Seafloor Shrine. Alright. Seafloor Shrine. Seafloor Shrine.
We seem to have arrived without issue. But are we safe here?
And now we have to go over here to put the thingy down. It's a Dragon Forge guy.
The Mad Sovereign's power, yet it could prove the last bastion of Halas. The coming destruction can only... The only reason I am here...
Since time, remember. Draconic blood flows through the veins of lesser drink. As well. Then I bid ye farewell. So...
Yes, I'm just gonna keep...
Master, my heart knows no greater peace than when I'm by your side.
Sweet. Spot. Found that a lot quicker than the last time. Back to the Sacred Arbor.
Materials, eh? I shan't deny. They have their uses. I know I'm probably getting lost a lot. At the same time, there's like
second time doing this.
Kasinke telpe nun finaler. Lera nefir heranon aidalia anandor.
In case you're wondering, yes, I did platinum the game.
Nenamboe yavstir uru findelnar. Kemen ros uru neteren. Neromen and artelpemen.
Luintarme kina ne melto link.
Skipping through the dialogue.
Elorato ala. Nenwen yavstir lalasta.
I thank you, friend. It would be no exact.
Your fight continues, does it?
Halana fire mine.
Arefa. Nambao.
Oyondor morn elistabana.
Ilmen.
So right now, just to be.
Then I shall remain by your side.
My tonic. Elelote anfi osto silfa malantha alecano mine in fair avehum.
I should probably it's too good. Not gonna be able to carry them over to New Game Plus since I already have 99.
Ango do telpe.
Perhaps this will seem of little consequence, but different masters favoured. Different pawns. One whom I served preferred to have beast from his brow.
Welcome. What should I get up to today?
That's in for my wares.
Keep getting stuck in those things.
Look at my wares.
Is this a challenge arisen to see who can keep pace?
Let us endeavor to keep up, though we are less fleet of foot.
Tell him again. Keep.
Wouldn't last a day without me. Good day, sir. What might you be looking at?
You're one I'm always glad to see.
Whatever 'tis you need, I shall gladly oblige.
Vernworth is home to many dozens, each with their own lives, their own joys and struggles.
I'm not fight any of these things yet. I just want to get.
'Tis a vast place. I wonder how many corners we have left to explore.
Mission's done. I will.
Perhaps this has no bearing on the matter, but might I add, the Arisen has chosen to fill our ranks with women.
And I've no objections.
Thank you.
This should help.
Stay where you are. Nobody trying to fight you. No. Just as me.
No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say.
Just be.
What is it? What has happened to your magic?
Shoot, freaking Doulahan.
Battle avoided is a battle won, I suppose.
Let us defer to the Arisen's judgment.
There's no great shock to me.
Nobody trying to fight you, man. What's this freaking red beam?
Yes, Master. I shall hasten to your aid.
By the might of my magic, I shatter the heavens.
That dragon is no ordinary beast. We must face our foe under however decent it is.
Not meant to regret
This reprieve may be a temporary one, but I am glad for it all the same.
Now we have to go back to their evacuation mission. Douche. Wait, I guess I'll be back for that one. You guys want to fucking fight? Let's fucking fight.
This should be a view. These fiends are only truly defeated when their skulls are smashed beyond repair. No! The Arisen has been poisoned! Set the Arisen. How might I be of aid? Where are the skeletons? We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness. We've made it then. What's our first order of business, Arisen?
Yeah, go talk to Splin. Just in.
During my time with Lord
is.
Phases, I found myself in a strange state of being. Though my mind was perpetually unclear, I always felt your presence, Master. I cannot explain it. Mayhap 'twas made possible by the bond we share.
Yep, that's where our heartening thoughts end. But the world is now in peril, and there is much to be done.
A treasure chest. Shall we see if we can't make our way over to it?
Do you know how long you'll be? I only asked so that I might adopt the most effective stance to recuperate my strength.
Alright, so for this one, he's gonna tell you to go talk to the ox cart and that his mom's being a pain in the butt. So, go to talk to the ox cart guy. If you haven't done the Rose mission yet, Allard will try to stop you. And he's a bit in the butt. The only thing you have to do is tackle him if you haven't done the Rose mission yet. But if you've already done the Rose mission, yeah, then don't have to worry about him because he'd be dead.
Full glad am I to see you. If you have come on pressing matters, might I ask you to first bring them to Captain Brandt? I have come to the...
Freaking kidding me. Right, guess I gotta go talk to Brant first and then come back here. See why you don't just put your big boy undies on and make a decision.
Such peace. I must be vegetarian. Townsman. Here's hoping there'll be no trouble today. I'd soon stay out.
He's gonna be at bar.
Your Majesty, how glad I am to see you safe. The end of the world, though. I am aware of 'twas a tragedy, and I would... You would have me evacuate the city. Ever since the fall of Mel, if there is safe harbor, but I doubt I could... Methinks, Your Majesty, after the false sovereign, if the people will heed...
'Tis admirable how Regent King Sven has taken up command of the kingdom. We would be remiss not to offer him our aid.
Of course.
No shortage of easy marks. Naught to look forward to.
Ain't in the mood to stir up trouble today.
Only fools and urchins boast of it.
Apologies, Master, but you will have to do without us for the time being.
I shall suffer none to disturb this peace. Monsters range nearer than e'er they dared before.
So you've come. I'm glad to see you. Captain Brandt has already apprised me of your proposal, a full-scale evacuation of the citizenry. Truth be told, I had reached the same conclusion. So long as we cower within these walls, we must live in fear of going the... My ministers have approved the plans, and I have petitioned the encampment survivors and the Thieves' Guild for aid. The only remaining obstacle is my mother. She has set herself stubbornly against any such flight. I have tried to make her see reason, but of late she has taken to shutting herself in her chambers. However, I fear that my position permits me to entertain her fancy no longer. I must put the needs of the... Now, there are a few matters I must attend to before we can evacuate. And we will require several ox carts. Might I prevail upon you to petition? You may assure him that the royal treasury...
Alright. You can go and grab his mom out of her room and just bring her here. I can't remember what's her... Yeah. It's not... It's her... This one.
Queen Regent Disa hardly leaves her chambers. Between you and me, I fear... Have you come to claim my... that I shall go to the grave with it? So do as you will. What are you doing?
That's not what I meant to do.
Guards, help me!
She kind of deserved that, but that's not what I was trying to do.
You have brought Mother to me, I see. My thanks, friend. You have done me a great service.
Sven.
You may leave us. Now that we can speak without a door twixt us, I am confident that I can persuade her. I know not what to make of this. What's to be done about her?
She kind of deserved that smack to the head. Wasn't my intention, but at the same time, I'm not sorry for it.
Got to focus.
All this quiet makes me itch.
Talk to the ox cart guy.
I'll feel a sight better once I've had my dinner.
Back to it, I suppose.
This place is awful dull.
Well, this is no good. Can't let myself get
Quiet at last.
Would that all my days were so tranquil.
As long as I get my gold, who takes the carts is no concern of mine.
We have chartered the ox carts as requested. 'Tis a pleasant change for things to go so smoothly, eh, Master?
Well said.
I can talk to...
Some of... Have no fear, Master. I'll fare all right without you for a little while.
'Tis not our place to hurry the Arisen.
Talk to Sven. Yeah, we go back and talk to Sven.
Mother, I must beg your forgiveness. I believed that you desired to make me sovereign solely for your own benefit. Yet in truth, you sought to better the lot of our people.
Ah, but I would have benefited. And handsomely at that. Besides, I cannot deny that I was proud. I wish to see my own...
Even so, I cannot help but feel that all of this could have been avoided. Had I only been more attentive. If I had but better known your heart, I could have shared in your burdens. You would not have had to suffer alone, and perhaps together, we could have walked a better...
Oh, Sven.
Mother, I beg you, join the evacuation. You need not... I would not see you take your crimes wholly on your own shoulders. That weight is as much mine to bear as 'tis yours.
My son, you truly would make... Your kindness will save many lives. Of that...
Ah, you've returned. How fares your procurement of those carts? You do? That puts paid to the last of our preparations. I will inform the citizenry.
You have my gratitude.
Then so going. Evacuation site. Gonna go do.
Not for it. Cut my teeth in a real battle.
Volcanic island camp. Evacuation site. Holy moly.
A fine place to harvest some of these things. We are under attack!
thank this place does not have long left, I fear. We ought to get to safety. Though I'd gladly accompany you, believe me. But the others here... Well, follow me. You'll see what I mean.
My curative magics are at your disposal. Wait a moment.
Second, I have to go.
It is locked, Arisen.
Excuse me. Huh? Okay. So I'm just gonna have to get to...
I do not understand. What has befallen our world?
Who would wish for such a...
They were supposed to be digging up old ruins or some such. I confess, I don't know all of the ins and outs of the operation. Underlings like myself were given orders and little else, you see.
That looks promising. Any ideas as to how we might reach it?
Well, here you have it. They refuse to leave. You might as well try to... I know they don't die. I never wanted. I suppose that's why. At any rate.
The command came among. We are to remain here.
I implore you.
So they're staying here because... And they told you that, did they? Strange. But never mind that. Was the Overseer... When the world changed, but on his way out, I expect that... Listen, friend. If the Overseer's command... Use that key to have a look. Best keep your eyes peeled.
Okay.
Pawns
So,
need only obey the true Arisen. I suspect one of
have
those
to go and get a
artifacts
staff
employed at the
that's
coronation is at work here.
in a house
There's
that's
no great shock to me.
kind of like... hotel area. It's probably easy to show you. Where's the hotel at?
Well met, sir. How's the day treating you then?
So it's the hotel, so the house is... It's this one? It's one of these houses. This one.
It's locked. But mayhap a show of brute strength will yield us passage.
It will not break easily, you know.
Is it this one? Yep, this one. It's this one right here.
So, the pawns were being held here by the power of this godsway. Now they ought to be free to make good their escape.
Splendid.
Kinda curious. Nah, not gonna even try that. I was gonna see if I can make a forgery of it. Don't want to do that and screw up the whole thing.
Why? Peruse at your leisure, sir.
So, I'll wager he thought he always was a At any rate, I only hope they'll heed. But I'm not worried. I'll find a way to reach. My word! With this, now there's no chance. Seems I've no end. I appreciate all you've done.
It's strange to think a godsway would be used to guide my brethren to safety. After all the row they have caused us.
Mayhap 'twas somewhat overdone, but no matter.
That one's done. That will do, but this one has like two parts. Volcanic Island Camp.
We've arrived well enough. Where to next?
Mine. His name is Leonard.
But you're not one of us, so I cannot imagine you've any business being here. Pray. Oh? You believe we ought to evacuate? Well, you've traveled far indeed to deliver these tidings. Farther, I dare say, than anyone would go for the sake of an eye. If we must leave, we shall have to begin preparations at once. But I think we're a bit short on hands to attend to all that must be done. In fact, there's a rather delicate matter that a blacksmith and his wife dwell on the smith, Gustava, is a... well, suffice you'd have naught to do with us, given the choice. I can only hope and while you're taking care of that...
Ah, I remember the blacksmith and his lady wife well.
Alright, so the blacksmith and his wife are the dwarf and the elf that you get the stick archer location from when you help him come here to use the hot spring. Trying to figure out which way is the shortest way to get. This way might be. Screw it. Just. Go the normal route.
Not a bad haul.
to pit us against our fellows, but that does not make cutting them down easier to bear.
Right you are. Methinks we could move this boulder if we work together. Would anyone care to push?
To gain by fighting here, best we push on.
Arisen, I know of at least one location in the vicinity that may be of interest to you. Shall I tell you more?
Yeah. Oh, also keep an eye on your pond, because in the unmoored world, you definitely get the dragon plague a lot quicker and more frequently than you would like. Glad I remembered that, because I would be pretty upset. Just dragon plague right now. Especially if we go back to the freaking shrine and then they just annihilate everybody there. It's just a little skewed.
You are in need of healing. Allow me.
Well now, whatever brings you here? These are You'd have us evacuate with the encampment? I am touched by your kindness, friend.
Now, I'll hear none of that. I'll see you to safety. Here, come hell or high water. Besides, my good soul has earned your trust by now. Helped me out of a tight spot on more than one occasion, if you'll recall. After all that goodwill, trek out here to warn us. It seemed like young...
Not quite sure what all of this is going on.
Oh, very well, my love. Would you be so kind as to escort us to our...
Let us allow others to leave. But be mindful, the path seems much changed since last we walked it.
That was certainly worthwhile.
Wonderful to strike through.
The creature is gone. Let us revel in the knowledge that this region has escaped its destruction.
Alright, sweet. Now we got them with us.
Well done, Master. My knowledge from other worlds tells me
Now
that a
you
forgotten
can
Riftstone
walk
lies
all the
in
way
here.
back, and
Shall I lead
the
the way?
difference between doing that quest and helping him get his back straight is if you decide to walk all the way back, he will walk on his own power and keep pace with you. And if you don't help him get his back straight, he's gonna be walking pretty slow. But if you have a port crystal there, that won't matter. You can just use a port crystal. Just back to the volcanic island camp. But I do recommend doing that quest so you can get the mystic archer.
Well, here we are. How long before the evacuation begins?
Would you find Sir Ernesto and tell him we've arrived? Let him know that we'll wait here.
And then next part of this is you're gonna have to go talk to Ernesto, and he's gonna be talking to one of the former Arisens, and that's the guy that you get the Mystic Spear Hand from. So if you do his quest, you can get him to escort the
I implore you to
dwarf and his
reconsider.
elf.
Surely you can see that the situation is dire.
How many times must I say it? Now bugger off and leave me alone.
Ah, good. I'm afraid there's another concerns the man's something about. I sought him
I'll
out.
try to catch him
I must
before he
confess.
gets up
Could I,
there.
at this point, you think?
Sir Lamond is as mighty as 100 soldiers. It would be reassuring to have his aid.
Fancy meeting you here, cuz. Did you want something? Not this again. I'm here to live my life as I see fit. I'll not be ordered about by anyone. Not even you. Oh, bollocks. Of course you'd make a decent request like that. Aye, fine. I'll do it. Seeing as you're the one asking. Can't say I'll be glad to leave this place behind.
Sir Lamond shall be a boon to the evacuation effort. Let us inform Sir Ernesto of our success. I quite agree.
I cannot thank you enough for all you've done. We shall fare much better on the road with Sir Lamond's arm to defend us. 'Twill be slow going, mind. We have wounded whom we must accommodate. Yet, come what may, I swear to see them all to safe harbor.
The people of Volcanic Island are evacuated. May they make it through the impending chaos intact.
That is the last evacuation quest, and there's one more thing you're gonna have to do depending on what you did during the story. So if you defeated Talos here, you gotta walk over to him, and if you did not defeat Talos, then if you didn't defeat him in a quick enough manner, then you'll probably have, I think, 2 or 3 more
Make use of this during battle.
beams of
No
light.
doubt,
But if you
twould
did
catch
defeat
our
him
foes unawares.
quickly, then you should be able to walk up to him the wrong way, and then your pawn will take over and fight like 3 more freaking dragon type things. I actually have video of fighting Talos, just use an unmaking arrow. If you want to get a bunch of Wickstone shards, wait for him to get onto the beach so you can collect the crystals that come out of his back and his body and stuff.
It is a wonder to see it still whole.
Might it not be made to move again?
But yeah, now your pawn's gonna take over. Now your mom's gonna take over and start fighting.
What impelled it? I cannot say. Go forth, Talos. May you strike down any dragon in your path.
And you just get to watch the show.
What is the meaning of this? I sense no hostility from it. Let us see what it aims to achieve ere we act again. Instinct.
Surprise, motherfucker. Life crystals from them. Question is how we get. Where is that place anyway?
Arisen. I should have expected.
Get out of here! Where'd you guys come from? Street. I think I can get up there. Okay, if I'm looking at map, yeah. Somewhere over here. Yeah, I don't think I can get up there. It's not the evacuation site. Is it? It's not the evacuation site. If anybody knows if you can actually get up there or not, let me know.
Trey, allow me to.
See it? I think after this, the big beam of light from the final boss shows up.
Did the pawn within impel the statue to action?
There she is. There she goes. Savage. Seafloor shrine. That's where the last one is.
I'll take that.
So
we might
to be able to go to the seafloor shrine.
Find a use for it.
I see you do not relent. Your persistence is most intriguing. What is it, alas? Would that the world had not come to this, for I am certain that your yet 'twas not to be.
Alright, and that is it. You can do all of the beams and evacuation quests. That is the final boss beam, and I'm not touching that right now because to go explore this world again, see if I can some more worms life crystals and some gear. And
you have my fullest confidence. There is aught I would ask of you. You have my gratitude.
Our village. Okay. But yeah, we'll rest at this inn, since this will be the first rest. It shouldn't affect my time all that much. But yeah, that's how you do the Unmoored World beam challenges and escort missions. If this video has helped you, please leave a like and subscribe to the page, and I'll see you in the next one. Catch you later.